Hello, everyone. Today I will be reading Chapter 2 of the short story Shallow Seeds from my anthology, Life's Dark Corners. If you haven't, please tune in for my reading of Chapter 1, which I posted not too long ago. You can see it on my list of videos on my channel. So if you're interested, watch that one, then get back to this one. Or, if you're just that kind of person, if you're watching this one first, and you love it, check out Chapter 1. Let's begin. Buzz. Hello? Roger, it's me, Calvin announced. Let me in. Okay, Calvin, Roger replied. The door in front of Calvin buzzed, and he opened it. The apartment lobby needed a good cleaning. It was only one piss stain away from being condemned. Calvin opened a 3C mailbox, his and Roger's mailbox. There was the second late notice for a light bill, as well as a letter from that damn debt collector about some credit cards Calvin had applied for and maxed out as soon as he could. Fuck them, Calvin thought. Go ahead and turn off the lights. There was nothing good on TV anymore anyway, and his credit was shot, so what was the point of them sending him the credit notices? At this point, he didn't need any more reminders that he was a loser. The only good thing about his life was waiting for him in 3C. Calvin climbed the steps up to the third floor and approached the third door on the left. He knocked on a door and it opened to reveal a thin yet somewhat handsome man with a distinct widow's peak among his receding black hair. Welcome home, baby, Roger said with a smile. They kissed, and Calvin walked past Roger into the living room. They had met at Narcotics Anonymous 3 years back and became inseparable. Though neither had managed to kick their drug habit, they found each other. Rough day? Roger asked, noticing the troubled look on his lover's face. Calvin thought back to Ralph catching a bullet to the head and his blood staining the bar's floor. You could say that, he said. He took out the money he still had from the score. It didn't take long to count it, and he was glad he had set his expectations low. The mere $77 he made off with would be enough to score some TNT. That solved one problem. The other immediate problem was the rent, but a quick trip to Ralph's home should prove profitable later. It's not like Ralph needed any of his shit anyway, and since Calvin's landlord dabbled in fencing stolen merch, it should keep him off Calvin and Roger's back for a while. Is there still any pizza left in the fridge? Calvin asked. Sure, Roger sighed and walked into the kitchen. Calvin never thought he'd ever meet someone who accepted him for who he was. If it hadn't been for Roger, his own self-loathing may have done him in. Roger kept him sane, gave him hope that he was better than what he did for a living. Roger came back into the living room with a paper plate with 2 slices of pepperoni and Italian sausage pizza along with a beer. Calvin accepted everything gratefully, and Roger sat down next to him as he ate. How did things go at work? Roger asked. Not as good as I hoped, but about as much as I expected, Calvin grumbled. Well, okay, it was actually worse. Roger looked mildly shocked. How so? Ralph died. You don't sound too heartbroken. Calvin shrugged his shoulders. Ralph was kind of a dick, but he did come up with an idea or two, and I guess that's enough to miss him. Roger fell back onto the couch. So tonight was a total waste. Calvin tossed the meager wad of money onto the cluttered coffee table. At least we can eat this week. Most of the week, anyway. Thinking about hitting Ralph's house later, so that should keep us straight for a little while. Calvin never lied to Roger about what he did. It was one of their strict rules together. No lying and no judging. They were already on their respective paths when they met. But Roger could see that something was bothering Calvin. That's not all on your mind, is there? Calvin got up from the couch. I don't want to talk about it. I think it'll make you feel better. Calvin thought about it. If he couldn't confide in Roger, then there was no one. I'm tired of scraping by, he grumbled. All my old friends, the ones that are still out here, have either found their own hustle or gone straight. I don't plan on going straight anytime soon, but I haven't found what I'm good at yet. Roger, I'm 37 years old, and I just held up a fucking bar like some stupid kid. I mean, seriously? Roger got up and approached Calvin. You're smarter than you give yourself credit for, he soothed, massaging Calvin's shoulders. You'll find your own niche in this world. Calvin gently gripped Roger's hand in appreciation. He always knew the right thing to say. All Calvin needed was a look inside himself. What was he good at? This concludes Chapter 2 of Shallow Seas from Life's Dark Corners. If you're interested, the book is available on Amazon for Kindle, Kindle Unlimited, and paperback. You can also check it out on my website, jamesmichaelsbooks.com. If you'd like to, you can always email me directly on my email address that's on my website. And also you can subscribe to my email subscription to get updated on any new books, deals, events, content, things of that nature. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good night.